Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Damilaye, and today we are back with another video. Today guys, we are going to be talking about how to exit your lazy girl era. Yes, I'm talking to you. You have to exit your lazy girl era today. So yes guys, let's get into the video.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest.
So I know a lot of us can relate to this, the infamous lazy girl era whereby you don't have any motivation to do anything, where you just want to scroll on social media all day, you just want to lay in bed. I know we can all relate to that. But you see, this 2024, babes, we are not going to bring this lazy girl era to 2024. It's time to kick that out of the way and get serious. So I'm going to be sharing some tips on how to exit your lazy girl era. Trust me, I'm not going to just give you a big thing. I'm going to give you small ways you can start. And yeah, from there, you just have to figure it out yourself. But I'm just going to give you some tips on how to get out of this lazy girl era. So first things first, you need to really ask yourself, you need to discover if you are really in the lazy girl era. Am I in the lazy girl era? Is it that I don't just have any motivation to do anything? I just want to scroll in bed all day, or I am just tired? Because there's a difference between you being just tired from working and you just being lazy and not wanting to do anything, no motivation at all. So you need to really ask yourself that question first. Am I in my lazy girl era, or I am just tired? Once you've been able to ask yourself that and you know that you are in your lazy girl era, then you need to kick that out of the way, because being in your lazy girl era is just going to, it's not going to make you achieve anything. And we have so many goals we need to achieve this year. So being in your lazy girl era is not going to help you, it's not going to take you anywhere. So after you've been able to discover that I'm in my lazy girl era, then we are going to start these things in little steps. We need to set out small achievable goals. You need to set out small achievable goals. I won't advise you to start with a big goals, because you get overwhelmed easily. If you've watched my previous video, I'm always going to tell you to set small achievable goals first before you get into the big goals. After we've been able to set small achievable goals, now the small achievable goals I said you should do is maybe when you wake up in the morning, you're going to lay your bed, you're going to make a cup of coffee for yourself, you're going to go on a walk, you're going to make a breakfast for yourself. Little things like that. That's the first step we have. So the first step on exiting your lazy girl era is to set small achievable goals. Now the second thing we are going to do is we have to create a routine. So making a routine just makes you know what you need to do and get it done. So we are going to create a routine. Now what's the routine we are going to do? We're going to go, maybe one like lay in the bed. For example, when you get up in the morning, you're still going to lay the bed. First thing in the morning, you're going to wake up. You don't need to press your phone when you wake up, because once you wake up in the morning and you want to press your phone, it's not going to make you do things. You're just going to be in bed all day scrolling on social media, and we don't want that. So the first things first, you have to put your phone aside. If you want to do Bible study, you want to worship God, you want to praise God, you can do that for like 30 minutes, 1 hour. Set your time. After that, you're going to know what you're going to do next is to probably lay your bed, clean your room or something. After you've been able to do that, the next thing you want to do, maybe you want to go on a walk, you want to make breakfast for yourself, you want to make coffee for yourself, you want to take your dog on a walk or something. You just need to have a routine that you stick to and you follow it. That way your brain is automatically wired that, okay, when I wake up in the morning, instead of me scrolling on my phone, these are the things I need to do. And because of that, you just see it as something normal that you need to follow. So setting a routine is very important. It makes it easy for you to achieve things, and also makes it easy for you to get things done, and it's something that you always look forward to do. So now the next thing we are going to do, that's the third thing right now, is we need to exercise our body. Exercise does a lot for your body, your physical, your mental. Trust me, exercising does a whole lot. And I'm not saying you need to go to the gym. A little bit of stretching, there are so many videos on YouTube that you can watch whereby you just have to like do a little bit of stretch. It helps. So you need to like cultivate the habit of just stretching, doing yoga, going on a walk, jogging. Exercise does a whole lot for you, and it just makes you have a little bit of strength, because when you are just laying in bed all the time, you don't really have strength. But if you start going to the gym regularly like I do, you are going to notice that, okay, you have a little bit of strength than before. So you have to cultivate the habit of doing exercises. You don't have to do much, even if you don't have money to pay for the gym membership, because I know it's quite expensive sometimes, you can just watch a couple of videos online. Social media is there to help you out. You have videos on YouTube, you have videos on Instagram, you have videos on TikTok, and they can all help you to just do a little bit of exercise. Another thing, now this is the fourth thing now, is you need to surround yourself with people that can inspire you. Not even about people that inspire you, need to listen to things that can be a source of inspiration. Now things like this, you have to listen to podcasts, you have to read books, you need to like surround yourself with people, to like maybe your friends, your family, that can inspire you, that are not just lazy, that they don't just lay in bed, they don't just sit down or something. You need to look for people that can motivate you to become a better version of yourself. Being a better version of yourself is getting up and doing things. That's what I mean, being a better version of yourself. You can't expect it. You can't say you want to be a better version of yourself and you're going to wake up in the morning and all you want to do all day is scroll on social media. We don't want that. So you need to surround yourself with people that can be a source of inspiration for you. You need to listen. The things you listen to also matters. And now I'm going to go with this. Since I'm also talking about this, I'm also going to link it with social media. Believe it or not, social media does a whole lot of damage to us. So you can't just wake up in the morning and be like, okay, I want to watch social media, I want to scroll on social media all day, because there are so many negative things. Yeah, there's some positive things too, but you're going to see a whole lot of negative things than you see more of positive things, depending on the social media you're scrolling on. So you really can't just say you want to wake up in the morning and all you want to do is just scroll on social media. It's not going to help you. It is not going to help you. So what I know a lot of people actually that do this, they set a time on the phone. So maybe from when they wake up in the morning to like maybe 10 o'clock, they are not going to use their phone. There's a way you can change the settings on your iPhone whereby no social media from whatever time you wake up to maybe 12 noon. So those periods you won't be able to scroll on social media. The only thing you can chat on is maybe iMessage, and that way you're able to like maybe read if you want to. You're able to get things done, because the phone app, the social media app, is not going to actually work on your phone, because you've been able to set the time that, okay, so from this time to this time, I'm not going to be able to use the social media. And because you're not able to use social media, you're going to look for other things to keep yourself occupied, and that way you're going to be very busy. You're going to keep yourself very busy, because obviously you really don't want to be in bed all day and just laying down or sleeping, when you can get up and do other things. So just try to get up and do other things. So I'm going to advise you need to limit the time on social media, because that's the thing, we really don't know how much time we spend on social media. When last did you check your daily screen time? If you can check it, you're going to see that you spend a whole lot of time on Instagram, on Twitter, on Snapchat. You spend a whole lot of time on those apps, and it's not like they're doing you anything. If they are paying you now, it's a whole different thing. But if they're not paying you, why do you waste so much time on the app when you can get other things done, when you can do other things for yourself? It's really not healthy for you. It's really, really not healthy for you. Another thing for social media, now I'm going to tell you that you really need to actually declutter the people you follow. I don't know if that is the right word, but yes, you need to actually cut some people off. If they're not helping you in any way, if they're not a source of inspiration, if they're not going to motivate you in one way or the other, you need to actually unfollow them, or you mute them or something, so you really don't see all those negative things on social media. Because we actually like take a whole lot from social media. It's very easy for us to like just take this and take this and take this and take this without us even realizing that. So I think what you need to do right now is really, you need to actually go through the list of the people you follow on all the social media accounts, and if they're not helping you in one way, if they're not motivating you in one way or the other, and if it's just like they're not your friends or your close people that you know personally, then unfollow them. Because when you go through those lists, you're going to see a whole lot of people that you don't even know. Why are you following lots of people that you don't know? If you want to follow anybody on social media, you should be able to follow somebody that actually brings like a sort of inspiration, that inspire you to become a better version of yourself. Those are the type of people you need to follow. Another thing I'm going to be talking about is that you need to actually declutter and clean your space. Believe it or not, your whole space, your living room, your kitchen, the space you live in actually does a lot of good or bad to you. So if you live in a room where everywhere is just crowded, everywhere is scattered, everywhere is dirty, it's going to do a whole lot of damage to you. It's not going to make you to be motivated in any way. But if your space is very clean, you are able to like just get things done better. I don't know if you've noticed it, but it's actually that's what happens to me. So a clean space is a clean mind. It just motivates you to get up and get things done. So you have to declutter your space. Anything that you know that you don't need. Why do you have a flower vase there if you don't need it? Why are you putting things in your house that you don't need or you haven't used in a long time? So if you haven't used anything in a long time, just take it out and just try to declutter your space. It can do a lot of good for you. So now another thing we need to do is we need to be able to hold ourselves very accountable, because it is very easy for us to slip back into the lazy girl era, and we don't want that. So you can either hold yourself accountable, or you can look for like a family or friend that can hold you accountable if you know that you cannot really hold yourself accountable. So you have to look for someone that will hold you accountable. That way, if you are sliding down, if you are like shifting, you're drafting a bit, they are able to tell you that, okay, I notice you are not following your routines anymore, you are not being productive anymore. It's very easy for them to tell you, and just that way you're able to retrace your step and get back into the routine. Because honestly, it's very, very easy for us to like just be like, okay, I'm so tired, I don't want to do this anymore, or you're not having any motivation. I understand, but sometimes we just really need to remind ourselves why we started in the first place. And I promise you, if you're able to actually exit your lazy girl era and follow some of the things that I told you, you're going to see a whole lot of progress compared to when you're just like laying in bed and just scrolling on social media all day. So now another thing we need to do is that we need to avoid distraction. I know it is very, very easy for us to get distracted. Maybe when you wake up in the morning, your friend wants to call you, hey babe, blah 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 blah. They want to gossip, or you wake up in the morning, they're like, okay, you want to watch a show or something. I understand that it's very, very easy for us to get distracted, but you need to remind yourself why you started in the first place. Okay, why do I want to exit my lazy girl era? And I'm not saying you shouldn't watch movie. I'm not saying you shouldn't do video call with your friend. I'm not saying you shouldn't do blah 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 blah. I'm just saying that you should be able to actually follow a routine. We need to set a time whereby, okay, this is the time I'm going to do this is the time I'm going to do this is the time I'm going to do that. You cannot wake up in the morning and all you want to do is gossip. It doesn't make no sense. So after maybe when you've cleaned your whole area, anything, you've done most of the things you need to do, and if you want to watch a movie, fine, go ahead. If you want to talk to your friend, fine, go ahead. But you cannot just wake up in the morning and someone is calling you do here, blah 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 blah. That's not the good way. That's not a good way to actually start your morning. It's not going to help you in any way. So you need to be able to cut off distractions. You need to cut off distractions. You need to cut off distractions. Yes, I'm talking to you. Cut off distractions right now. You need to set time whereby you use social media, like I've said before. Set the time. If it's going to distract you, if you know you're the type of person that wakes up in the morning and next thing you just want to grab your phone, you need to set time that, okay, I'm not going to use my social media apps from so time to so time. I need to actually put it on your phone. There's a way you can change the settings on your phone, so you are able to once you change the settings, I know you are automatically wired to just scroll it, but that's going to show you that, okay, you cannot use your phone to so time. That way you're just able to, just retrace your steps and do other things instead. Another thing is to practice self-care. You need to practice self-care. As a lady, as a girl, self-care is very, very important. You need to take out time for yourself, whereby all you're going to do that day is maybe you're just going to stretch, you want to soak yourself in the bath, in the bubble bath, you just want to go for a massage. Whatever thing that is self-care to you, just try to do it. That way it just makes you feel new and more relaxed. So yes, you need to practice self-care, because when you take care of yourself, that's when you really have the strength to do more. So you need to make sure you take care of yourself spiritually, physically, mentally. Do exercise, know what you are eating, go do exercises, the things you watch and listen to. It actually helps. It actually helps you. And just practice self-care. Anything that feels like self-care to you, make sure you do it. And now just remember, it's okay to have lazy days once in a while, but not every time. Once in a while you can have lazy days, but when you say that like every single day, nah, that's not good for you. So yes, it's okay to have lazy days. There's some days whereby you just want to rest, you just want to lay in bed all day. That's fine, that's totally fine. But if it's a consistent thing, that's when you really need to tell yourself that, okay, this is not good. I need to like leave this lazy girl era right now. So yeah, but I promise you, if you're able to do what some of these things I said earlier, you're going to see a whole lot of transition in yourself. And if you can just give yourself a whole month to just do these things, I promise you're going to see a whole lot of difference in yourself. So yes, I understand. If you don't have money, fine, you can watch YouTube. You don't have to give different excuses, because I know it's very easy for us to give different excuses. Okay, I'm just going to start, and you won't do anything. So you need to hold yourself very accountable. You need to keep yourself very disciplined. You need to find a way to motivate yourself. And I just hope you're going to be able to do some of the things I said earlier on. And I just hope, also, I hope you were able to learn a thing or two from this video. And if you need help in trying to exit your lazy girl era, that's totally fine. You can text me on Instagram. You can text me down in the comment section. I'm going to reply. That's totally fine. And yes, guys, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you were able to learn something from it. Please, if you know anybody that might this video is going to help in one way or the other, kindly tag them or share the video to them so they can also watch it. This is 2024. We don't want to be in our lazy girl era. We need to exit this lazy girl era. We need to rebrand ourselves. So yes, guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I hope to see you on my next video. Bye, guys. I love you all.